What is your favorite story about Miss Haskell?
Miss Liz, wow.
Did you know Liz was the Rosa Parks of the Boblo boat?
And then there was the Action House.
Come on over to the action house. Come on over where the action is.
She said, oh no, we're gonna fight this. And she did, and she won.
How's the interviews been going so far?
I have been obtaining a lot of knowledge, like even more things about Miss Haskell that I didn't know. The Action House I thought was connected to the Black Panthers, so I didn't know that it was a woman and her husband. So I was born in '79, and like growing up, there were a lot of places that we were not allowed to go and things that we weren't allowed to do. But if it had something to do with the Black community, then we were allowed to. And watching TV and, watching stories, you knew that that had to do something with, the Black Panthers. They were to protect us. So that's why I thought that was a Black Panther house.
That's pretty cool that doing the oral histories has actually triggered some memories for you.
Yes. Even with the swimmobile, to be in chlorine water was like fancy. It wasn't just like a little pool with some water hose water in there. That was like chlorine water. Like your eyes are gonna burn when you get out of there. Like, because my uncle, he would get in there and he would just smell like rich water. Like, that's what, like in my mind, that's what I looked at it as. Like, that's the rich water because it has chlorine in it.
You have any Boblo memories?
I have all of the Boblo memories. All of the Boblo memories. I remember going on the boat. I remember going with school. I remember going with church. Like Boblo, if you didn't go to Boblo, you wasn't in the in crowd.
What do you remember about Boblo closing down?
To this day, it's still really sad. Like, it really makes me sad.
What is it that makes you feel sad about it?
Because it was just so, like, I came from working parents. So my parents worked a lot. But that was one place that I knew that my mom would like chaperone and like go with us. I knew like growing up that we didn't have a lot. And so that was one thing that no matter, even though she might like fall asleep on the boat, on the travel there, she was still there, My mom always chaperoned Boblo.
Did your mom and you ever talk about the darker side of Boblo when they didn't allow people of color to go?
I never knew that because growing up, it was all Black people that was on the Boblo boat. So really, I don't remember white people being there. I would have never thought that Boblo was segregated, ever. And then to find out that it was with Miss Ray, and then it linked her to the Action House. It was just like mind blowing. What else? What else do we not know?
Why do you think Lizz Haskell never talked about forcing the integration of Boblo?
So I have a couple reasons. Sometimes in our community, people look at things as being boastful. That's one. And then maybe it was so hard for her that she just didn't want to talk about it.
Like it was painful?
Like she might have endured a lot of backlash. Because it even still makes me think about her changing her name. I mean, the things that they went through in that era, it's like maybe she was being harassed and maybe it was just a lot for her. Even though she, sometimes people think because a person is really strong that they could just endure everything, and maybe some things she just couldn't endure. And she might have thought that, maybe if she changed her name, it was kind of like cutting that part off. But then that's when I heard the story of the busing So it was like she desegregated one thing and maybe thought like, okay, well that's over, but then she still had more things that she did. No, I just really thank Miss Liz for what she did for our people. I'm saddened that we don't know her story, because you never know what type of activists could have came behind her and followed her and made sure we understood the importance of our rights in general. So I am just really honored and grateful to learn about her and to be on her project.